Hi, I'm John of John's Carnivorous Plants. This is my indoor nursery, and today we are going to be talking about what to do with the white spider webbing that isn't caused by spiders on top of your medium. Well, I'm just going to be blunt. Fungus. It's molds. There's various different kinds of uh, just fungus in general that cause that. You're seeing hyphae are what they're called. That's the small fungal filaments that predominantly make up the bodies of most fungi. And they do appear like small spider webby-esque, uh, you know, growths. That's the most common thing that you'll see. Now, there is occasions where you'll have actual spider webs, and spider webs tend to have like this more of an iridescent sheen to them, especially on top of the medium and when they're wet. Like if you've ever seen a spider web out in nature that's like hanging between two trees or between two branches and it's got like raindrops on it, it kind of has like this shimmery iridescence to it. You won't see any of that. It will be just a straight white color if it's mold. Now, if you got spiders just, webbing down on your pots and whatnot, it tends to mean that you might have another pest infestation going on of some kind. Definitely look into that, because if you're attracting spiders, generally speaking, they're there because there's food. And if there's food there, it doesn't generally bode too well for your plants, because the food that spiders eat tends to be the smaller pests that attack the plants. Not in all cases, but most cases. So it's definitely one of those things that if you're seeing like a bunch of, fungal filaments, like I'm saying, populating all around your collection, you're watering too much and you need to dial it back. You need to have better airflow. Otherwise, just like the video I put out recently, you're going to start having a fungus gnat infestation, because eventually fungus gnats come to want to lay their eggs and then eat that mold and fungus that is growing in your pots. And that's not a good thing. It's basically a case of like one situation leads to another situation leads to another. Too much water and like overwatering with carnivorous plants will lead to fungal or mold issues. Then they lead to fungus gnat issues. And if you've reached the far end of the problem, it's kind of hard to understand that overwatering is how you got there in the first place. And I know I just did that backwards compared to how most people do, but you get the point. Basically, a lot of the learning issues for how to deal with certain problems with these plants, they compound. And that's kind of like the gist of this video today, is that if you are seeing multiple small little things add up in your collection, there's probably one thing that you're missing. So like if you're seeing a lot of issues like with your nepenthes or your utricularia and stuff, and they're between two different racks, but you're seeing a lot of very weird things like on top of the utricularia. You're seeing the webby mold fungus, the hyphia growing. Down in the bottom you have like some fungus gnats inside your nepenthes medium and stuff like that. It's generally like, oh yeah, either watering or airflow. Something's not right there in the collection, and there's like just a very singular cause that is causing the majority of the problem. And it's like, oh, overwatering, airflow, well, guess what? Those are actually the same problem. If you don't have enough airflow, you don't have enough rate of evaporation, so then you end up overwatering your plants because they have too much water. It sits there for too long and it produces an anaerobic environment that is very attractive to all kinds of nasty things. I have like another video about that, like on how to water carnivorous. I forget what I labeled it, but yeah, you look through my videos here on the rants. You'll find a bunch of them on water. Did those a couple months back. Those ones, yeah, very good at explaining anaerobic bacteria bad, makes your pot smell nasty, makes your medium degrade much quicker, and all of it gets related back to airflow. Because if there's not enough airflow, there's not enough rate of evaporation going on, because there's not enough, low humidity air that can wick up the moisture out of your collection. Or on the, flip side of that, you can have fans, but you still have an airflow problem in that you're not having enough airflow exchange with the outside of your tent or whatever else you're growing in, and that's also leading into your problems. So the TLDR, or too long didn't watch this video, is essentially if you're seeing like white stuff on your pots that looks like spider webbing and you know that it is not a spider web, then more than likely you are witnessing mold or fungal hyphia growing. And you should definitely up your airflow, cut your watering down a little bit. Thank you so much for watching. Please check out the links in the descriptions to help support me. Also, give me a like, subscribe, etc. I like that. Come talk to me in the Discord if you want to. Have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed this video. Catch you on the next one.